Bob Lazar says aliens are real. He says they're here, but from where, no one knows. So maybe the real question isn't where they came from, it's why they returned, or did they ever leave? We have arrived at a moment in time where the ancient myths are substantiated by the modern reports. Ethereal beings disconnected from our material universe, once called gods, then angels, and now aliens. They came to lot like strangers, but they were more than men, and they weren't alone. We're told angels are spirit, but spirit doesn't mean shapeless or insubstantial. It means superior, capable, incarnate if necessary. And once, very long ago, they did exactly that. They crossed a line. They didn't just descend, they defied. By all accounts, they even fathered. The offspring, notorious giants, the dreaded Nephilim, antediluvian men of legendary renown, worthy of the god title, bringing superhuman power and forbidden knowledge to the sons of man who worshipped them. But if the flood wiped them out, why does Goliath walk centuries later? Why are the names carved into the hills of Bashan? Why do they, or their kin, keep appearing? Maybe they weren't entirely mortal. Maybe their bloodline leaked through. Not immortal, not indestructible, but lingering, watching, waiting. And the demons? They're not fallen angels. They're the offspring, bastard spirits born of violence, cursed to haunt the ethereal desert between death and life. Earthbound and very bitter, for they are the mighty who have fallen between the cracks of two realities. They don't need ships. They don't come from the Pleiades. They're not from Alpha Centauri. They come from before the flood, before man built walls, before we forgot the old stories. Bob Lazar knows more than he's giving up, a secret so powerful it can't be monetized, so fearful it can't be expressed. Warning, Bob Lazar is real, a modern-day prophet, one could say. And just as real are the aliens. Bob Lazar is a modern Ezekiel, crossed with Jeremiah's reluctance and Daniel's access. He didn't ask for the vision, but once he saw it, he couldn't unsee it. And like those prophets, the message wasn't optional. It came with a cost. He didn't ask to be a prophet. He just couldn't forget what he saw. This isn't sci-fi. This is Genesis on repeat. Buckle up, people. This is going to get bumpy. I'm Don James, and Saturday is a must-listen Shadow Network podcast banger. Here's Bob Lazar in his own words back in the 1980s, talking to George Knapp of KLAS TV.
It's true. What I have seen is true. I don't know about the big story, where they came from, what they're like, but certainly these crafts came from another, not just another planet, another solar system entirely, extremely far away, and they're here.